There is a time to bid goodbye to the old and the ordinary, and to awaken the beauty within. That time is now. It is time to wake up and take charge of life. Awaken to a new way of thinking. Awakening with Brahmakumaris.
Namaskar. Welcome to Awakening with Brahmakumaris. We have Sister Shivani with us, and our topic today is going beyond. Sister, we were speaking about moods last time, and maybe going beyond moods and who's responsible for moods. Am I responsible for my mood, or something else, or somebody else, or circumstances or situations? You were telling me last time that there's a difference between that is discipline, and if I want my whole staff to be here ready at 6 a.m. and everything spick and span, why should that be anything connected to expectations? Isn't everybody expected to do well after taking money?
One is, this is how work should happen. And the other is, it's my desire that things should happen like this. They're two very different things.
You mean to say control?
Connecting it and making it my desire. See, one is, they should come on time, and then the work will happen smoothly. But if I say, I want them to come on time, and internally I've created a scene, this is how they will come on time, this is how everything will happen, this is how everything will finish in one day, all the work will be done. It's my desire, and when that doesn't happen, then it's as if what I wanted, I haven't got. And when somebody doesn't get what they want, then they're not going to be happy. They're two different things. Let's just separate it. One is, this is how things should be. Yes, this is how things should be. But if they are, fine. But if they're not, I haven't lost something.
My stability should be...
No, most important, loss. It's not a loss somewhere. It's just that things didn't happen the way
I wanted to.
I want is a different thing, and one is, they should be like this. People should work professionally, but professionally according to the scene that I have created inside me. My desires should be fulfilled. People should be as sincere as my mind perceives them to be. Very different. Very different. I have made everything and the outcome of every situation and the behavior of every person my desire.
You mean to say every person will behave differently, every person is different from me, every person has a different way of looking at things and to perceive. So I have to understand that everybody is not me. That's what you mean.
That's fine, and everybody is different. This is very important. Everybody is different. But when my expectations, when I make it my desire, it's like it has to be fulfilled. See, our desires, the main reason for sorrow is unfulfilled desires. And that's why spirituality always said, Nashto Moha, which means finish all your desires. But even when we looked at the line, finish all your desires, we thought it was desires of physical things, property, objects, people, name, fame, desires, achievements. Desire can be much more subtle than that.
Such a small thing can be a desire too.
It's a desire, and a desire which I've already created here. For me, the desire is already there. It's here. But when that doesn't happen there, I feel I haven't got what I wanted. And then I can create pain.
But does it also make a difference, the way you desire something? You desire with anger, with the feeling of control, or okay, if this doesn't happen, I'm going to do this, or revenge. So a desire can be based on so many different things.
Most important is not to have the desire. Let's not make it our desire. This is it needs to be seen the whole day. Now you'll have to just work on this the whole day today. I don't need to create that scene already here. Let's say how I want you to behave. I already created here. And then when you will not do what I want you to, then for me it's a loss. And if there's a loss, there'll be pain. This is a subtle checking. Let's have lesser things here before they have happened in reality. See, even a simple thing like when my son grows up, this is how they will take care of me. It's already here. We can see the scene. And the scene in reality will not happen like that. And when does it happen like that? Pain. So let's not keep too many things already created here before they have happened in reality, because then it becomes difficult to accept reality. Because we preconceived something, and what happens is something different. And when what happens is not the same as what... Look at when things happen just the way as we conceived them before on the screen of our mind. We're fine, because we got what we wanted. But when things don't happen the way we created them here, then it's a loss, and then there is pain. So let's slow down, make it lesser and lesser, and reach a stage where we're not creating too many things here. Let them happen first time there. Today they're happening twice. Every situation is happening twice.
First here, in my mind,
absolutely,
and then the reality,
absolutely,
and the result is double.
Absolutely. So, but if it did not get created on my mind, and then I saw it the first time only in reality, I would be comfortable. And this is called reducing your desires. Not
nice
creating things beforehand.
Very nice way of telling us that what is the meaning of reducing our desires.
Yeah, because
for me, desire was just, calm, growth, sex, enjoyment, and lust, and food, and money, fame, all those big names in the dictionary, in the books of spirituality. But these are small things.
Small things.
Choti baatein.
Choti baatein. And they're very subtle. And we wouldn't even realize, and we wouldn't even call them a desire actually. And that's why we can say, oh, I've overcome my desires. But yet we are experiencing a lot of pain. Anyone who's overcome their desires can never experience pain. So whenever there's some kind of negative emotion, there was some desire which was unfulfilled.
But can we also mean by overcoming your desires, can we have this meaning also that it's okay if it happens and it's okay if it doesn't happen? It won't make a difference to me at all. That can also be a meaning? That
can also be, and that which means that you're giving the liberty to let things happen the way they're happening. Difference, no?
That's very nice, sister. I just wanted to talk to you about the moods. We were talking about moods.
We saw 3 things. Till now we've seen 3 things, how to go beyond our moods. Don't identify with the mood, and don't make it I am aggressive, I am stressed. Very common line today, I am stressed.
By birth, I'm an angry man. By birth, I'm irritable.
So if you make it your identity, you will expect it to happen.
And accept it.
And not work on it because you feel this is...
When I've accepted I am so and so, why will I work for it? I will not work at all. I'll say, I am like that. Take it or leave it.
Second thing was to face your emotion, not escape from it.
Face your emotion.
Don't escape from it by going towards any kind of abuse, or, making yourself busy in work, or just talking to people about it and getting their approval.
But sister, when I'm drowned in one of my emotions, it's impossible to face. So one has to talk to somebody. Or talk to yourself.
Even if you talk to somebody, then you're talking to somebody about how to face the emotion. There's a difference. If you talk to somebody who's going to help you in healing you, you will be talking about how to face the emotion, how to change the emotion. But if you're just talking, sitting with family and friends and going on talking about your victim feeling and getting people's approval for it, then you're not facing the emotion. You're not only making the emotion stronger. They're two different things. It's like when you talk about a disease, any kind of physical ailment, if we talk to family and friends, we talk only about the disease. But if we talk to a doctor, we don't talk too much about the disease. We talk about the healing. Two different things. Absolutely a different perspective altogether. So in that case, you're facing the disease.
And the more we talk to the family and the more they make you feel a victim, the more we start being comfortable in that zone, and that becomes a comfort zone. And that sorrow kind of becomes your daily feed.
Yeah.
Okay, I had today's sorrow, now I'm happy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's as bad as alcohol or a cigarette or any other
That's what,
addiction.
any other kind of addiction. Absolutely.
Any other habit.
Yeah, so talk to family and friends, provided family and friends will help you work towards the healing.
See,
not
I didn't
living
even
in victim.
understand that this becomes a habit.
It's a very deep addiction.
Whomever you meet, you know what happened to me?
Yeah.
You know, this. Or somebody new, even in the aircraft, you said you don't know somebody,
Yeah.
and he goes on about
Yes.
It becomes a habit.
And should I tell you something? There are some people who don't want to learn about the healing, who don't want to talk about the
Or
healing.
live with it.
Yeah, there are so many people I meet and they want to share about some kind of pain that they're experiencing, and they will go on talking about it. And for me, now that I've understood, okay, this is only, we're spending time getting nowhere. So I would understand their problem in 2-3 lines and say, okay, now let's talk about, what we're going to do about it. They say, no, we're not supposed to do anything about it because the problem is somebody else's. I just wanted to talk to you that I'm going through this pain. That's all. And they would actually not like me if I'm trying to share with them that they have the power to change what they're feeling. To them, I'm being very harsh at that time. So disidentify with the emotion, face the emotion. Like you said, it's very difficult. We need somebody to talk to that time. It's not always necessary. Once we start working and we get the mechanism of how to doing it, we'll probably be able to even do it by ourselves.
Talk to ourselves.
Yeah.
Write also.
Absolutely. Talk to ourselves.
We can write down also.
Read. Take knowledge. Study. Once I learn the mechanism of how to do it, I can at least start doing it on my own, at least in the smaller things. It will be, because now I've seen how it works here, and I've seen that once it gets created, if I start looking, paying my attention that I have to change this mood, I will be able to change it. I really don't need every time somebody else, because then again that might become a dependency. And we are going beyond our dependencies. We're going beyond waiting for somebody to becoming masters of our emotions. And the third one, what we saw was diminish our desires. Start cutting down the list and let's things happen in reality, and let's accept them as they happen. When there is no loss, there will be no pain. So the mood will be, stability will be very natural. Another very deep kind of loss that we experience is when we compare ourselves with other people. Comparison always creates a sense of loss if we're feeling inferior. So when that is that sense of loss of self-respect, even then that will create pain. Spirituality teaches us each one is a unique being. Unique, own strengths, qualities, and a lot of karmic accounts that we've carried in the past. A lot of reasons why we are all different is because of deep karma that we have created in many, many, many births before. And so we can find sometimes that somebody is working very hard, still not getting the results. And somebody doesn't seem to be putting in too much effort and still seems to be getting so much.
In results, you're talking about
any kind
in
of result.
spiritualism or in...
Even in materialistic achievements. Some people might not, even a child.
A child is born musician, somebody is a born swimmer, somebody is a born athlete, born golfers. You can't...
So everybody looks different. Everybody's achievements are different because we're all unique in terms of our personality traits, and those personality traits are created because of our past karma. So even two people living in the same house, even twins, everything same, even if they're studying the same amount of time, they will get different marks. And there should be no comparison.
Karma?
Yeah. So spirituality helps to answer all these questions. And so accepting myself and then maintaining my self-respect, moods will be fine. But every time we compare with other people and we feel I haven't got what I should have got, again a loss, there will be pain.
But sister, you wonderfully put about moods and karmic accounts. But I come back to one thing. You work so hard on yourself. You get up in the morning, you do your proper meditation, you're taking care of so many things, you're being aware. But there's something called habit.
Yeah.
A word habit. I don't know whether to call it a strong sanskara or a trait. I don't have a right word for it. But habits don't die so soon, so easily.
A belief system. This is a belief system. Habits don't die so soon.
So you mean to say there's nothing in the world called habits?
No, there are habits. Habits created by repeating anything number of times is a habit.
I thought that was practice.
Yeah, but it's created by doing it a number of times. And now if I want to change a habit, first I have to be very clear what I want to create, and then just do it a number of times. And I'll be creating another habit. So at least let me finish this belief system that habits don't change. Habits don't die fast. No, it's my habit. I created it. And I can change it by creating a new habit. Actually, why habits don't die fast?
We can replace.
We were not replacing it.
We were trying to erase it.
Erase it. We just said, this habit should go. More important was, what should get created instead of it? So there are two things that have to happen simultaneously. Construction and destruction. Destroying the old habit, but by creating a new habit. And actually focusing on creating the new habit.
If a child is playing with a knife, and if I give him a chocolate,
right,
and he leave that thing,
absolutely,
and take the chocolate,
absolutely.
If I go fight, he might cut his hands.
Right, because if you're trying to pull the knife forcefully, it will cut, which means the habit only gets worst, because the sanskar becomes deeper and deeper the more we keep on thinking about it, and the more everyone around us seems to be talking about it. Don't get so angry. Don't get so angry. You're always angry. You keep shouting so much. Is this the way to behave? Is this the way you should have done this? Nobody's sharing with us, this is the way you should have done this. This is the way you can do this.
But this
is
also becomes a habit to go on telling your child, why are you doing this? Why are you sitting like this? Why are you reading this? Why are you slouching? Why aren't you standing straight?
Right.
Why are you wearing this shirt like this? Why are you doing this? With non-stop running commentary, what about that habit?
So, criticism is a habit. Judgmental is a habit.
But they don't even know that they're judging or criticizing. They think that's a part of the duty.
So that's
and
awareness.
They're doing something very nice.
That's awareness. Like you said, morning meditation. There are 4 things that we need to take care of to change our habits. First is daily meditation. Because what does meditation do? It connects me to the core of who I am. It takes me away from everything around me and connects me to my true nature. When we talked about identifying with our emotions, so we were identifying with emotions which were not our true nature.
When I say that I am a sad person,
absolutely,
I am sorrowful, right. I am sorrow, I am this. Right. So that is not my real self.
That's not your real self, yeah. So now when you sit in meditation and you connect to the core of your being, and you create this thing, I'm a peaceful being.
So here you're taking away the knife and giving a chocolate.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you're not forcing yourself, I shouldn't think like this, I should not think like that. That's a bad habit. So now I'm giving something else to the
Which is the
mind.
truth, but.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
That's why it's a chocolate.
Yeah. So it's the truth.
Sweet.
And it's a very comfortable feeling. And because it's the truth, I will be able to experience it. Just takes little time. But let me start doing it. Daily meditation is a very, very powerful technique to change our habits, because habits are not something just superfluous. They're very deep. They're very deep into the subconscious. So what will daily meditation do? Silence the conscious layer of the mind, the top working layer, and go into the depth and pull that thing out from the root. You know, like earlier we would say, okay, today my birthday or today New Year, and I will not get angry from today. This was working on things on a superficial level, the top layer, and so it would just remain for a couple of days and go back. Even
So
not even subtle habits, even physical habits, like I will not eat this from today, or I will not drink this from today, or I will be on time, I will not be late. It just always seemed to work for a few days.
So many 31st Decembers have gone like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we were working.
As a child, I used to write in my diary, turning over a new leaf.
How sweet.
Yeah. 31st December. First I'll do this.
And then it would not happen.
So many 31st Decembers and Christmases and Diwalis and New Year's have gone. You're right.
Because we were trying to change. The intention was very pure, but the method was on the top layer, whereas the habit was very deep, ingrained. The roots were very deep.
So that is in subconscious, and I was trying consciously. But even if you go on trying, sister, consciously, it does go into the subconscious.
It does work, but even consciously, do the other thing. What do you want to do?
What do you want to do? I didn't understand.
In the sense, like, let's say, I am normally late for things. So what I train myself is, I'm not going to be late today. I'm not going to be late today.
That doesn't work.
Today I will be absolutely on time. I'm not to get angry.
Can I say today I'll be 5 minutes before time?
Yeah. Choose. It's only a choice. Similarly, I'm not going to get angry. This is not the way I'm going to speak. This is not the way I'm going to behave.
Today I'm going to be very happy.
Yes.
I'm going to speak to everybody very nicely, sweetly. So this is the affirmation.
This is because then how would the mind know what to do? See, we say affirmation, but why is an affirmation needed? It's a very clear communication, clear instruction to the mind. What do I want you to do? If I tell the mind, I'm not going to get angry, I haven't yet told the mind, what do I want it to do? So I haven't implanted the seed of a new habit. I only said, I don't want the old habit to work. I don't want to get angry. So I don't want the old habit. But
I hate my old habit.
Yeah.
I hate myself when I'm angry.
Yeah.
I hate when I'm late. I don't know why it happens.
Yeah. But unless you implant the seed of the new habit, the old habit will not die. And that's why they said habits don't die.
Can you tell us how to implant this?
In meditation, first stage is in meditation. That when we sit in silence and don't think about the habit that you want to change.
Okay.
Just think about the habit you want to create.
Don't think about the habit you want to change.
Matlab, not the habit which you don't like.
Okay.
The negative ones.
I will not get angry today. This.
Let's say, even simple habits like related to our diet.
Okay.
Which, let's say, a doctor's given us an instruction that we shouldn't be eating this.
Supposing I say I don't want to get angry and I start for meditation. What is the way? Supposing this is my weakness, whatever XYZ, whatever word we give it, or a habit, I want to get over it. So what is the thought I have to replace? That I'm going to be happy throughout? I'm going to love people?
Not even I'm going to. I am a happy being. I'm going to also means that there is something which is stopping me right now. And which means some blockage is still there.
I am a happy being.
Yeah, I'm a loveful being.
Loveful being.
I'm a peaceful being.
Peaceful being.
This is me. When we're talking about our identity.
And I create peace wherever I go.
Right.
And
automatically.
Automatically.
Like we saw, if we identify with our emotions, we will expect them to come, accept them, and obviously they will come. So now if we are talking about our identity, then it should be the true identity. And the true identity is, I am a peaceful being. And that is what we read in profound words. Do not look for peace. Peace is who you are. Love is who you are. And we really didn't know how to use this or how to work with this. But Raj Yoga teaches us peace is the original nature of every being, every soul. Love is the original nature, original sanskar of every soul. All that I will do in meditation is, I am.
Shall we do that now?
Sure, definitely.
Okay.
Let me sit back and remove the labels that I have put to myself over a period of time. Emotions which I made my identity. Removing every label. Let me look at myself. The true identity. Who I really am. I, the consciousness, the energy, the being, the power. I am a peaceful being. This is my identity. This is who I am. Peace in my every thought, word, and action. It's my nature. Independent of people's behavior and situation. I am a peaceful being. Let me see myself today. A new thought, a new way of living. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. I am a peaceful being. That was very nice. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Desires are scenes which we create on the screen of our mind. When the scene in reality is different from the one on the mind perceives it as a loss and we create pain. Unfulfilled desires create pain. Let's reduce our desires and give everything the liberty to happen the first time in reality as it is meant to be. When talking to family and friends about our emotions, focus should be on healing the emotion, not discussing the problem and the emotion. Anything done repeatedly becomes a habit. It is our creation and we can change by creating a new habit. Focus on creating the new habit rather than finishing the old one. Morning meditation silences the conscious mind and implants the seeds of new habits in the subconscious mind. If you wish to discuss your problem or have a question to ask or want to know your nearest Raj Yoga Meditation Center, write to us at awakeningwithbks@gmail.com or call us on 099 99 744 555.